So last week's article we talked about the basics of the chip shot and the three basic rules. This week what we're going to do is we're going to talk about breaking those rules and creating new shots for different scenarios. Basically the chip shot is probably the most creative part of the game, whereas if you learn the basics of the chip shot, which is what we did last week, you start to break those rules, you can make the ball do different things for different scenarios. So by breaking rules will create more spin, different heights, and allow you to hit the ball up over top of trees potentially, or over top of sand traps, and make the ball stops. Okay, so rule number one basically is ball position. We want to make sure it's always back opposing the back foot. But if you break that rule and move it forward in your stance, as you can see, the loft of the club increases. So everything else stays the same. You make your basic chip shot, but because you have more loft, the ball will go a little bit higher and not as far. Okay, so the next rule is making sure the club face is always square. But in some situations, you may need to open the club face. So if you open the club face, now you've increased the loft. So if you increase the loft, the ball will go higher and create more spin, so therefore it won't roll as far. But if you have to hit the ball up in the air and up over top of a tree that's reasonably high and have the ball stop, you may want to now start using your wrist. So flipping as we refer to. So by doing so, moving the ball position forward, opening up the club face will send the ball up awfully high relative to the size of the swing and make it stop dead in its tracks.